since using Caplena, we now use about 10 times more pieces of information. So we can analyze 10 times more. So we had high volumes of qualitative information that we were analyzing in a manual way, and that was taking time. We did that using Excel. So we would be going through each of the pieces of qualitative information and tagging them with different topics within Excel. And it meant that we were also unable to look at everything because so time consuming. If there was more available, and quite often there was more available, we would take enough information that we could handle within the time we had to do the project. It was kind of more about instead of being able to look at everything, we could only look at a sample in a lot of cases. So we would have information, but we wouldn't be able to look at all of it. So we wanted a platform that could handle that for us. We are also the European head office for Brother. So a lot of that information was in multiple different languages. So we wanted a platform that could handle translation. And we were also looking to improve efficiency of our data visualization. Yeah, so we have saved a lot of time by not doing the manual analysis. And that means we can spend time on more interesting work as well. So understanding the implications of the information that we have, but also spending time on different kinds of work as well, not necessarily those individual projects not taking as long. We have more confidence in the insights because we can now look at everything that we have available, and our insights are shared more widely because we have the shareable dashboards, so we can share that information more easily. So if I take one of the projects that we do quite frequently, if I look at the last few times we did the project before we used Caplena, since using Caplena, we now use about 10 times more pieces of information. So we can analyze 10 times more. So previously, we were looking at our internal information only, and we were looking at information that we already had. So since using Caplena, we've been able to look at information that isn't just within Brother. So things like Amazon, Reddit, Trustpilot. And that means that we are meeting our customers on the platforms that they want to talk to us on or they want to share information on. It means that we can look at the whole market, not just our own other customers. And we're also seeking out information as well. So we're putting surveys in place that we know that we can analyze using Caplena because we have the capacity to do the analysis. So Caplena offers great data visualization. I find it easy to create and edit reports, and the shareable dashboards are easy to understand and easy to interact with for users. But my favorite part of the data visualization is the Chord diagram, which shows you where there is a correlation or a relationship between different topics. So which topics are commonly mentioned together and the strength of that relationship. And that's quite complicated analysis, but if you create that in the dashboard, you create that chart in the dashboard, the analysis is done instantaneously. It creates a very visual diagram that is easy to interact with and easy to understand. And yeah, I find it really useful. Yeah, so I analyze customer product reviews to understand what is most important to customers when it comes to a printer. And then that information or those most important aspects of a printer then help to inform our marketing content. And before we use Caplena, we could only look at a sample of the reviews available because the manual analysis is so time consuming, but often we would have a lot more information available, and we knew that. And now we can analyze everything. That has given us more confidence in the findings, saved our marketing team time in making those marketing content decisions. But what we're also finding is that some topics are more important to customers than we realized. So we are including those topics more frequently or more prominently in our marketing content than we were before. So I'm interested in how AI is playing a consultative role in customer purchase decisions for some people. Customers are using AI to compare prices, to narrow down their choices, to consider alternative solutions, and in some cases to complete transactions. So it's showing how trusted AI is becoming, and I'm interested to see how that develops over time. I don't think anyone knows yet.